Hey girls, it's Miss Sarah here again for another Smart Girls lesson. So this one will be a little bit shorter than the last few that we've had, and that's because we have more of a challenge for you guys, something for you to do. So last week we did the eating well and staying fit, so we talked about the different food groups and what the different food groups do for our body, and why each of them is important, about how much we should have, and how important it is to stay active. And it's hard when you're in quarantine and you're stuck at home, but we talked about the importance of getting up, being active, and doing stuff and being mobile. And so this week we're going to talk about the qualities of a good friend. So, of course, no friend is perfect, but we all have ideas of what we want most in a friend. Certain qualities that we might seek out to for our friends to have, that are super important for our friends to have to be our friends. So I want you guys to list a couple of things that are important for you to have in a friend. So I know for me, some of my qualities are, I want my friends to be loyal. I want my friends to be trustworthy. I want them to, it's important that they be kind and caring, and loving people. You don't want to be friends with a bully. You want to be friends with people that bring out the good in you. And so, yeah, so those are some of my important qualities. You want them to be trustworthy because you want to know that if you talk to them about things, they're not going to go and say anything about what you've told them. They're going to keep things that are supposed to be private, and they're going to honor that at your request. So I want you to think about the friends that you have now. I want you to think about the qualities that they possess. How did you become friends? What are some of the things you see in them? I know humor is big for me. A lot of my friends are so funny, and I'm sure I'm biased, but I love to cut up and have fun and to laugh. So humor is really important to me. So I want you to think about that. Think about the qualities that they possess, and think about how you all got to become friends. My challenge for you too is to reach out to your friends. Send them a text message, a Facebook message, a Snapchat, whatever it may be. Reach out to them and thank them for being who they are. Thank them, if they were there for you in a tough time. Be sure to say, hey, thank you for helping me and for taking care of me. I know that I have friends that have stuck by my side through a lot of really hard things in my life, and I try to make a point to say thank you to them for that, because I know I wouldn't make it through stuff like that without good friends by my side. And so I think it's super important that we never underestimate the power of a good friend, and how much they really mean, and how much of a difference it makes in our lives. There have been things that I've gone through in my life and I've experienced that, I have my family and I'm very blessed and very lucky for that. But had I not had friends to also help me through those times, and to be a comfort to me, to be a support system for me, to just really be there for me and do anything for me that I needed, I don't know how I would have made it through. And so I think it's very important we don't forget the importance of not only having good friends, but being good friends. So just like I want you to look at the qualities of the friends that you have, think about what you offer in your friendships. Do you think that are you trustworthy? Are you, when people come to you and they're like, hey, I need to talk to you about something, but I want it to be between us. I don't want you to say anything. Are you honoring that? Are you keeping that information to yourself unless they're at risk of hurting themselves or somebody else? If somebody's ever at risk at hurting themselves or somebody else, you always, always, always make sure somebody knows. That's the time that it's okay to break that promise, because ultimately you care about their safety and you care about their well-being and everybody else's well-being. But other than those times, if your friend comes to you to talk to you about this boy that she likes and she wants to tell you all about it, but she wants you to keep it to yourself, it's important that you honor that and you do that for her, just out of respect for her and for her wishes. So think about what you bring to the table as a friend. Are you bringing, I want you to think about the list of qualities you have for what you want in a friend, and then sit down and think, okay, am I bringing those qualities to the table myself? Am I being loyal and trustworthy and, good, reliable, dependable, fun, can goof off, whatever your list may be, are you being that for somebody else as well? So that's all we have for this week. So be sure to let us know your list. Make sure, comment, let us know some of the qualities that you think are important in a friendship. Some of the most important qualities for you to have in a friend, and then for you to possess yourself as a friend. So, thank you guys for coming back for another Smart Girls lesson. And I'll see you again next week. Have a good week.